25 pounds on the number, standing 5'7". And here is the monster, Zhu Kan, fighting out of Beijing, China. King Rob. This battle, a lot of pre-match drama, and what a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. He just misses with that jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He takes that jab. There's a counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. Exchange here from both men. That counter shot lands. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nice counter shot. Talk about Zhu Kan in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout.
Here we go. It's round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside and just banging and banging and banging.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart. Be sharp. Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance. Because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Beautiful counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Zhu Kan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. He misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Hook misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Zhu Kan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Counter punch. It's all offense all the time. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Zhu Kan in that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Zhu Khan in that last round. Here we go in the 6th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't land the jab there. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Good counter punching. That one will count. Those counter punches have to hurt. A swing and a miss with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Zhu Khan in that last round. And a round that seemed like there's the bell to start round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who won. There's the bell to start round 8. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Won't score with that right uppercut. A perfect counter lands. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. No surprise as we get a...